Hello and welcome to Bloomberg Quint. We're here to wrap the markets for you, and the Nifty paired all its morning gains today, falling below 8400, even as Reliance Industries dragged the index lower. While it opened initially higher, weak European cues owing to some caution ahead of UK Prime Minister's speech, where she is expected to outline the Brexit strategy, led to Nifty surrendering all its gains. So, Agam, that was one of the factors, and you also had Reliance shedding over 3%, plus you had the Bank Nifty, which broke its 8-day winning streak to end almost flat. So, there was no support coming from there either.
Right, so that also brings us to the poll of the day. And we had asked, will the recapitalization hopes in the Nifty Bank extend its winning streak to 9 sessions? And about 60% of you, that is a majority of you, had said yes, and only 40% of you had said no. Well, it is the minority this time, Shraddha, which is one. But, on the whole, we're not looking at substantial turnovers either, and it's the same for the derivatives market as well.
So, Agam, what does this Nifty consolidation mean for the change in open interest in futures?
Well, unfortunately, at least for today, not too much, because when it comes to the Nifty, we've hardly seen any change whatsoever. Nifty Bank has seen a little bit more of accumulation, but I wouldn't really go by these numbers because I'd still wait for the final numbers to come in as far as the power copy is concerned. What's really changed is the range of the Nifty today, because the fact that we've seen consolidation happening and the Nifty move around the 8400 mark for the third consecutive day. We're looking at more writing in the either side of this level. So we have a writing in the 8400 put, as again indicated here. We have seen this bar here, and 8500 call is where we're looking at substantial writing. That also brings me to the maximum open interest. The 8300 put now takes over from 8,000 as the one with the max OI, and similarly we've seen max OI shift from the 8400 to the 8500 call. So we have seen a shift upwards, though the range has narrowed to just 200 points. For now, there's clearly base building up on the downside. But Shraddha, I suppose we've seen some of this weakness owing to Reliance Industries.
That's correct, Agam, and in fact, there hasn't been much excitement despite the profit beat that came in yesterday, and brokerages have also more or less maintained or retained their ratings on the stocks. You have JP Morgan, they've retained a neutral with a target price of 1,085, which really doesn't offer much upside from the current levels. Goldman Sachs again has kept their buy with a target price of 1210. CLSA again has retained their buy. Jefferies has maintained their hold. They've hiked the target price marginally by 20 rupees to 1060. But Agam, this entire profit beat really has been mainly driven by other income, that is their treasury profits. Additionally, the premium over the Singapore benchmark also fell 20% on a sequential basis, which is again the lowest in 3 quarters. Right. So GR gross refining margins, or GRMs, also coming in at $10.8 a barrel, slightly lower than the number of 11 that the street was working with. So that dragged the Nifty lower by almost 3.5%, and that was in addition to the 1.3% drop that came in yesterday. That apart, you're also seeing weakness as far as Coal India, Adani Ports and ONGC is concerned. Adani Ports again dropped as much as 2%. Coal India followed after reports said that the company will appoint bankers for acquiring mines overseas. On the other hand, consumer staples were doing well. So you had Asian Paints, HUL, ITC, all of them sitting on gains of well above 1%. NTPC shares continue to remain above 175 now, a strong 3% rally, and this was the level that was last seen in 2012. So power stocks really doing well.
Again, when it comes to the broader markets, it's moved very much in tandem with the major indices. We have seen about nearly one gainer for one loser in the broader markets. That is to talk about the Nifty 500. Let's take a look at some of the key losers in today's day of trade. We have seen losses in Deepak Fertilizers, which has moved down by as much as 5.4%. It's followed by ILFS Transportation, MOIL, as well as NLC India. Each of these stocks have lost anywhere between 3 to 3.5%. In terms of gainers, we have seen substantial strength in JBF Industries, which is followed by Future Lifestyle up 8%. Gujarat State Petronet, Balkrishna Industries and United Spirits also gaining well over 6% in trade. But on the whole, given the fact that we have seen that sustained consolidation, we still have to wait whether or not we can see a substantial move either side. That said, we are keeping an eye on what the United Kingdom decides, whether or not they stay in the European singles market. We will have that speech coming up later on today. But on the whole, that is also that we have what we have so far for today. Thank you for watching Bloomberg Quint, and we'll see you tomorrow.